that they should seek God, if perhaps they might grope for him and find him, though he is not far from each one of us. All right, so let's set the scene for a minute. Paul is in Athens. This is a city full of philosophers, idols, and people who think they already have life figured out. They've got gods for everything. You want a god for war? Done. A god for love? Done. A god for the weather? Got that covered. The problem wasn't that they didn't believe in anything. Their problem was that they believed in everything except the truth. And Paul stands there and says something radical. The reason you exist is so that you would seek the one true God. That's your purpose. That's what you're here for. Not just to work, not just to survive, not just to build a reputation or stack up comfort and security. You were created to seek Him. Now I want you to notice the language here. It says, if perhaps they might grope for Him. That's an interesting phrase. It paints the picture of someone in the dark, reaching, searching, feeling around, trying to find something they know is there, but can't quite see it yet. It's not neat. It's not polished. It's not always confident. That's real life. Most people think that seeking God looks like having everything together. Clean theology, perfect answers, calm confidence. But this verse says the opposite. It says seeking God often looks messy. It looks like confusion, questions, doubt, struggle. It looks like reaching in the dark. Let me give you an analogy. Imagine you're riding a bike at night. No street lights, just you and a small headlamp. You can only see a few feet in front of you. You don't know what's around the next bend, but you keep pedaling anyway. You trust that as long as you keep moving forward, the path will keep showing up. That's what seeking God often looks like. You don't get the whole map. You get enough light for the next pedal stroke, the next step. And here's the part most people miss. The verse ends with this: though He is not far from each one of us. God is not hiding from you. He is not distant. He is not playing some cosmic game of hide and seek where He enjoys watching you struggle. The problem is not that He is far away. The problem is that we're often distracted. We live in a world that is loud, constant noise, notifications, opinions, fear, entertainment, busyness. All of it pulls our attention away from the one thing we were created for: to know Him. There's a story I've heard that illustrates this well. A man once lost his wedding ring in his house. He searched everywhere, but eventually gave up. Later, his young child found it in just a few minutes. When the man asked how, the child said, "I just got quiet and looked carefully." Sometimes the reason we don't find God isn't because He's far. It's because we won't slow down enough to notice Him. So what does this mean for us as believers? First, it means your questions and struggles do not disqualify you. If anything, they're part of the process. God isn't offended by your searching. He designed you for it. If you feel like you're in the dark sometimes, reaching and trying to figure things out, you're not broken. You're human. Second, it means God is closer than you think. You don't need to climb some spiritual mountain or reach some elite level before He shows up. He is already near, right now, in your daily life, in the quiet moments, in the ordinary routines, in the small decisions. Third, it means your job is to keep seeking, keep pedaling, even when the road is unclear, even when your faith feels small, even when you don't have all the answers. because every step, every pedal stroke forward is a step towards Him. And here's the encouragement. The Bible consistently promises that those who seek God will find Him. Not because they're impressive, not because they're smart, but because He wants to be found. So today, take a few minutes and get quiet. Turn down the noise. Talk to God honestly. No performance, no pretending, just real conversation. Ask Him to help you see where He's already been at work in your life. Because the truth is, you're not wandering alone in the dark. The God you're searching for is already closer than your next breath. Until next time, Abba willing. Shalom, shalom.